Hello everyone and welcome. MovieManCHAD here with the first big Blu-Ray haul of 2018. Today is January 21st, 2018, and welcome. I'm going to showcase movies that I picked over of the last few years, and these movies are from the year of 2012, 2013, and 2014. Most of these films I had a chance to see in the theater, and I'm glad to add them to my collection. Most of them were pretty cheap. Didn't probably pay more than $10 a Blu-ray for the most part for these films that I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm going to shut up and show you what I've picked up in the last few years from the year 2012, 2013, and 2014. So welcome, and I hope everyone's having a great year. MovieManCHAD sends his love to you. Okay, so Lawless. This is great. I'm going to go through this really fast. I want to try and do this in less than 15 minutes. Lawless, really great film from 2012. And let's show you the Blu-ray. Of course, there's a digital, but the digital probably is expired. There is the Blu-ray of Lawless. Really great film. And something that is something worth checking out. Really great director as well, who did The Road and Proposition. We have Ted 2, which I did like. I love the sequel more, but this is a fun film and can't beat $5. Ted 2. And of course, another digital copy that probably expired. So there is the Blu-ray of Ted. And maybe if I do a 2015, I'll show you Ted 2 because I picked that up, I think, for also $5. Wow. Really, I like this comedy. It's funny. Next one is Arbitrage. I really like how my good friend from We Live Film says this, because I can't say it either. But really great film starring Richard Gere. Something definitely worth checking out. And here is the cool-looking Blu-ray with Richard Gere on the cover. All right, next one, Premium Rush. A good little sleeper hit. Well, I don't know if it made a lot of money, but I enjoyed it. A great cast, a good director, and a fun little action film set in New York. Show you. Oh, this one actually comes with the Blu-ray, which is cool looking, and the DVD, which is not. All right. Mel Gibson, controversial Mel Gibson. Once in a while will turn out a good movie, and my battery is about to die. Are you going to die already, battery? So I can talk about this and have to change the back to the update, people. Welcome. Now let's talk about controversial director Mel Gibson. And sometimes he does act in his movies, and sometimes he doesn't direct movies that he acts in. And this is one that I did like, and surprise hits that I saw eventually. Actually, I didn't see this in the theaters. I saw this probably streaming in some streaming site. Get the Gringo. Really fun action movie starring the controversial actor. Digital copy doesn't expired, but controversial director and actor Mel Gibson. Luckily, this has got a cool DVD and a Blu-ray case. It's pretty neat. All right, next, Seven Psychopaths, the director of the latest 3 billboards out in theaters. This was his last film. Really like this director, very talented. Really enjoyed Seven Psychopaths when I saw it in the theaters so many years ago. And there's another digital copy and paperwork that probably doesn't. It's probably expired. But you get a cool looking Blu-ray. And this battery's about to die. Do you hear that? This battery's about to die. So I'm just going to try and change it. All right, my third and final big battery before I have to charge them all. Let's see if this one actually does not die. Okay, I was talking about Seven Psychopaths. Really like this movie. Glad to add in my collection. Really like this director. And this is a fun movie. And I haven't seen it in a while. So definitely worth seeing soon. Let's talk about Clint Eastwood, probably acting in front of the camera for the last time. And I remember seeing this movie and really enjoying it. It's a good little baseball movie. And, really love Clint Eastwood as an actor and a director. And he's got a new movie coming out this year. And there is of Trouble with the Curb. Of course, this is Trouble with the Curb. And I have not seen it in a while, so it'll be good to see it again soon. All right, next one is Takes This Waltz. Not a big fan of this movie. I do like this film. Not a big fan of the subject matter. But I got this for $1, at the Dollar Tree. Most of these films that I've showed for you just before that were about $5, maybe $10 a Blu-ray, but this was $1, so I think it was worth getting for $1. A decent film, good film from a very talented director, Sarah Polley. I do love her film that came out before this. I would like to find that movie. And sadly, I can't remember the name of that movie that I love. But Take This Waltz is a good film. And there is the Blu-ray of the film. And can't beat $1 for a movie. Can't beat $1. Let's talk about The Last Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Not the one that just came out last year, but this is the last one of this trilogy. And I didn't see The Last Diary of a Wimpy Kid because I've gotten so used to these kids. And now these kids are older. So, of course, they're not going to make any more with these kids because they just made some more with some new kids. But I like these movies. They're fun, family-friendly films with a little bit of maybe over-the-top silliness. Hey, look, another digital copy that has expired. Okay, so there is the cool. Look, I like how I think I got this at 7-Eleven. I think I got this one at 7-Eleven for like $4 or $5, and you get a cool DVD and Blu-ray of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Dog's Days, the final film in the trilogy before they decided to fire these kids. Of course, not fire them, but probably move on to use new kids. And probably one of my favorite films, probably one of the most underrated, underappreciated films of 2012, and that would be Fun Size. I got this for $5. Just a really super I like this movie, you know. So it's an enjoyable film. It just reminds me of the great films of the 90s. And this is movies PG-13, though there is more disgusting things that I've seen in PG-rated movies than Fun Size. And Fun Size is a fun movie. It lives up to the title. And I saw it in the theaters, and I've seen it. Oh, look, another digital copy that has expired. I saw it on Netflix, I think, before it came off the streaming site. But I'm glad to have it in my collection so I can watch Fun Size anytime I want. How fun is that? All right, that's 2012. Let's move it to 2013. We have The Call. Just recently picked this up. I think I got this for like $3 or $4 at Big Lots. I like this film. I enjoyed it when I saw it so many years ago. But it's glad to have it. And another, oh my gosh, it expired in 2016, which was like 2 years ago. Okay, but you do get a cool Blu-ray and DVD of the film. I like The Call. It's a good, solid, silly thriller. Next one. I have this one already, but I don't have it in 3D, people. And I don't even have a 3D television. Why did I buy this? Because I'm crazy. And I'm a collector. And I love Pacific Rim with the kaijus and the Jaegers. And I don't know how excited I am to see the new one, but I do love this film. And if I ever get a chance to see this in 3D at home, I'm glad I have a copy of it. And I got this. I think if you go anywhere else, it's like $30, and I think I got this Big Lots for $5, and it comes with all the stuff. You know, there's even a receipt. They gave me a receipt. How nice of them! And it comes with all the discs that you get for the regular one, but it comes with a let's show you the 3D disc right there. So maybe one day, because I think this movie is one of the most gorgeous-looking action movies. Guillermo del Toro is a genius. I don't know how the new one will fare, but I do love Pacific Rim from 2013. Here's another film that I love that a lot of people don't, and that would be All Is Lost. I think this is a really great film. Interesting, character-driven story about a man just trying to survive, and Robert Redford. I really love this film. And let's see, another... Did it expire? Yeah, expired like 3 years ago. Yeah, I mean, most of these ones I did buy are used, so definitely the codes have expired. There's All Is Lost from 2013. Good film. Great film. Love this film. Don't understand the hate. We got Carrie, the remake. Enjoy. This one's got a cool cover. Look at that. Nice, cool slip cover. I think I got this for less than $10 at Best Buy. I like this remake. Not perfect like the original, but I do like this one. Never saw the TV movie, but oh, another digital copy. That expired last year. Okay, so this one's got some cool-looking Blu-rays and DVD, and they're like the same, too. How cool. Most Blu-rays nowadays just come out, and they don't have any creativity or any design on the Blu-ray, and I like that this one does, and this one just looks creepy as ever. So, Carrie, a good, solid remake horror film that was worthy of my time. A big surprise, because I wasn't really excited to see this movie when it came out, but I'm glad to have it, and it's got this cool cover. Like the blood. Ooh, look at the blood drip from her eyes. Oh, so scary. All right, another scary movie from 2013 is Dark Skies. I really enjoyed this film. I got this one used, so it's another worthy collector one that wasn't too expensive. Definitely worth the price. And you get the Blu-ray and the DVD right there. Dark Skies, underrated little horror film, a science fiction horror film. I'd like to see more movies like this, but maybe because it bombed, you probably won't. All right, next one is Fruitvale Station, one of the best films of 2013. Really love this film, and I really love this director. Went on to do Creed, and of course he's doing Black Panther, which is coming out soon. And then we got another digital copy that has expired. I love throwing these expireds away. Sometimes I don't know why I keep them, because usually they already expired already. Fruitvale Station, just a wonderful film, and I'm glad to add it to my collection. Let's talk about something fun. Harking back to the 1980s, using some of the best action stars from the 1980s to bring us something fun in 2013, and I'm talking about Escape Plan. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Sly Stallone, and I think there's a sequel to this movie coming out. Oh my gosh. This one really surprised me. I really loved this film when it came out. I do have this one has a nice slip cover, which I wish most of my Blu-rays had. But I really loved this. I really loved the film, and just happy to have it. I bought this I think over 2 years ago, and I think I got this really cheap. But it's a fun action movie, and I think the great chemistry of Sly Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger really shine in the film. So, worthy of anybody's collection, especially if you love these two actors and just love a good action movie. Not a big fan of Woody Allen, even though I've seen most of his films. I don't really like Woody Allen. Stop! They're falling over. I don't really like Woody Allen as a person, but I do like him as a filmmaker. And in 2013, he made one of his best films, and that would be Blue Jasmine. I think I got this for like $2 or $3 at Fry's. I don't know why they had it on sale. There's not much to the Blu-ray, because it's Woody Allen. He doesn't really do much when it comes to Blu-rays. There are some special features to it as well. I do like that it still has its slip cover. I'm a big fan of slip covers, just as a collector. But I think this is one of the best Woody Allen films ever made. And Kate Blanchett, who won an Oscar, is fabulous in this film. All right, let's open it up really quick and show you. And there are all these digital copies, and they've expired. Or this one's expired too, so it's okay. It doesn't matter, because I love the physical disc more than anything. I don't need a digital copy. I just have the physical disc right here. And so glad to have it in my collection. As I say with all of these movies. Let's talk about another one I got for $1 at Dollar Tree. A good film, weird, strange, but it can't beat $1. The Double. This is a good film. It's weird. It's different. I remember seeing it in the theaters, and I would definitely revisit it again. Don't know how soon, but I definitely would. And there is the Blu-ray of The Double. Let me know if you've seen this film. Not a lot of people have. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but can't beat $1 at the Dollar Tree. Gangster Squad. Here's Gangster Squad. Not a great film by any means, but definitely something to enjoy. It's not a hard-hitting action gangster movie. But I think it had a really interesting cast, and I really liked Sean Penn in this film. I thought he was solid in the movie, but it's a messy film. And there's the Blu-rays of the two films. Of the one film. You get the DVD as well. How nice of them. Let's talk about a really great film, because it stars... Sorry about that. It stars James Gandolfini, who passed away, I think, shortly before the movie actually came out. But just showed him that he was a great actor, and that he could play many roles. And this is a nice little love story comedy, and I'm glad to have this one in my collection. And I really thought the cast was great as well. But James Gandolfini, one of his last films, and I'm honored to have it in my collection. I thought he was a great actor, and I miss him. Miss his presence on screen. Let's talk about, not really a guilty pleasure, but something that really surprised me because I hated the first film. Let's talk about the second film, G.I. Joe Retaliation. This actually has some impressive action sequences. It may not be perfect or great as an action movie, but it has some amazing action sequences, and I couldn't pass it up. I think it was like $5 for the film. And this one comes with expired stuff, of course, that I'll probably just throw away or use as toilet paper. Just kidding, just kidding. Let's talk about G.I. Joe Retaliation, and there is the Blu-rays and DVD. Nothing too special there. It's not an incredible film, and I'm not surprised there hasn't been another G.I. Joe movie yet. But overall, it moves, it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's watchable, and that's all that matters. All right, Keanu Reeves actually directed a film in 2013. Did you see it? Man from Tai Chi. This was a solid film, and I remember going to the theaters and being the only one in the theaters and wondering why nobody was watching this movie, probably because the marketing sucked. But a really pretty great Keanu Reeves directed film before he went on to do John Wick, and something that I wish was more appreciated. I think this is one of his best films. And he directed it too. So how about that? There is the Blu-ray The Man from Tai Chi. And the final one from 2013, before I move on to the final year that I'm going to talk about today, is The Kings of Summer. Wonderful, underrated little film, little gem. I think the director went on to do King Kong, the new King Kong movie. I think so. I think that's the same director. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment box below. Let's show you this is actually cool. It's actually got something in the background. So if you take off the disc right here for the Kings of Summer, you get the Kings of Summer. There they are. Oh, what a fabulous film that I did see with some friends at a press screening. Or was it the premiere? I don't remember, but it was great. We saw it in Hollywood with some friends. It was a fun review to do with those friends, and I missed those days. Okay, let's talk about 2014. This one is I Origins. I think one of the most underrated films of the year. I'm glad to finally have this one in my collection. There's not much to this. There's not really any special features that I see, but I thought this was a thought-provoking romantic love story that had a lot to say about interesting things that I don't believe in real life, but that doesn't matter because a movie sometimes changes your mind, but makes you believe in things that you don't really believe in, just for the time being. I really liked I Origins. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Moving on, let's talk about The Gambler, a good little gem from the end of that year. It's a remake, of course. I haven't seen the original film, but I did enjoy this one very much, from the director of Ride for the Planet of the Apes. There is the Blu-ray of The Gambler. And I think this next one I'm going to talk about, I think I got for $1 or $2. Black or White. I don't remember if I have the receipt. No, the receipt's on in here, but it expired digital. It's not, all these expired ones. I love this director. His name is Mike Binder, and I want to get his previous film before this, or the ones that came up before this, like Reign Over Me and The Upside of Anger. I want to get those films. I love those films. This is a good one. Not great, but it's good. It's watchable, and definitely worth $1 or $2. Depending, I don't know, $2 or $3 that I paid for it. Let's talk about one of the best films of 2014, and this has a director's cut, which I have not seen yet, or an extended cut, which I like to see. And this is one of those. This movie made me cry multiple times. The Fault in Our Stars, big surprise, wonderful surprise. Love this film. Will stand the test of time. Great characters, great story, and I'm interested to see this extended cut. I think I don't know how much longer it is from the original cut, but. The cool thing about this Blu-ray is that they give you, I never took them out, but they give you like these little wristbands. I imagine I'll just keep them inside. I'm not really going to use them. Keep them nice inside. But there is the Blu-ray and the DVD. This is the extended cut. But I have not seen it yet, so I can't comment on if it's any better than the original cut. But I love this film so much. All right, let's talk about another underrated and underappreciated film of that year, and that would be The Good Lie. This is just a wonderful film. Luckily, I got this one with a slip cover, and I think I got this on sale for pretty cheap. I don't remember how much. And sadly, like them all, the digital copy has expired. But that's okay. There is the Blu-ray and the DVD, nothing too special. Thank you, Warner Brothers. But overall, The Good Lie is a great film, and I've gone over 15 minutes now. Of course, with the battery dying and everything thrown off, and having a lot of Blu-rays to talk about, it's hard to do a really quick video because I just talk so much. But The Good Lie is a great film. That is no lie, and I'm glad to have it. I think it's a fabulous movie and something watchable for everyone. Let's talk about the winner of Best Documentary. I wish I had more documentary. It's kind of hard to get documentaries, but I did find this one, and it's a great film, Citizen4, about Edward Snowden. It's probably one of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know that at the time, but finding out more about it later and stuff like that, because if you're a documentarian and something like this comes across your table and you're a part of it, you know you're capturing something special. Whether you love him or hate him, this is a interesting, captivating film. Does it say it right there? No, it says a tense and frightening thriller. Yeah, I'd agree with that. There's the receipt, and there's the film Citizen 4. Really, really did enjoy this film, and it definitely worthy of the best documentary of that year. Let's talk about one of the best films of that year, and one of the, we'll do separately. Here we go with Foxcatcher. Didn't really know this story before watching this film, and I like how slowly paced this movie is, how beautifully shot it is, and how sad it is as well. Since then, I have seen documentaries about the true story of this film to know the real people, and it just enhanced the experience of knowing about So Sad and everything like that. But here it is, Foxcatcher. I really love this director. I hope that Bennett Miller comes out with another film yet. He's made some really great film, Capote and Moneyball and Foxcatcher. All right, all true stories. Here's another $1. I got another one for $1. It's definitely worth it. Not a great film, but I liked And So It Goes. It was a very nice little film. I don't think a lot of people saw when it came out that year, but you can't beat $1 at Dollar Tree. Ron Howard, he doesn't really make great films anymore, but this is a nice one. It's nice, and I like it. Okay, moving on, let's talk about a great film called The Book Thief. Got this for $5 at Fry's. I haven't seen it since it came out, but it was a very moving film with a great score from John Williams, who got nominated, I think, that year, and more expired digitals. Sorry, they're all expired, people, so please don't ask me for them, because I'm just going to probably throw them away since they don't work anymore, these codes. The Book Thief, really good film, great film, and something I think maybe younger generations should enjoy, and so they appreciate the blessings that they have today. All right, I like The Book Thief a lot. A movie that surprised me was called About Last Night. It was a remake, and this movie really surprised me. I'm not a big fan of Kevin Hart, and he he was funny and stuff, but he showed a more dramatic side. The whole cast is, it's not really a comedy. It's kind of a mixture of both genres. And of course, it's a remake of an original film from the 1980s. But this one surprised me, and I think I got this for like $3 or $4 at Fry's. So I can't beat that, especially if you really enjoy a movie. You don't mind buying it when it's so cheap. Okay, About Last Night. Let's talk about another great film and a movie. We'll just have a few more to go. So here's a great film, The Homesman. Very slow-paced Western. But Tommy Lee Jones does a great job directing, and Hilary Swank, you don't really see much anymore, gives an award-worthy performance. And I remember really enjoying this one that came out. But it is slow. And expired. There you go with Homesman right there. Glad to have it. I think I got this at, like $5 as well. And let's talk about Blended. I like this film. It's a good film. I like when they get together, Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Some of their best work is when they get together. And I thought this was a stupid, silly, fun, good little film. I enjoyed it when it came out, and that's saying a lot for an Adam Sandler movie, since most of the movies he comes out are pretty crappy. And now they're all going to Netflix. There is Blended right there. I liked the film. I enjoyed it. I laughed. And I liked the chemistry that these two actors had together again. Not as great as, of course, The Wedding Singer or 50 First Dates, but still good enough. And finally, I went to Dollar Tree a little while ago, and I got another film for $1, and it was one I really, really wanted someday. And I'm so shocked to find it for $1. I think it's a great film and very underappreciated. I remember seeing it in Vegas while I was visiting family in 2014, and that would be Dom Hemingway. $1, people. I don't know if there's any more. If you want to try your best, your Dollar Tree, you're tired of spending $30 for a Blu-ray, and you want to spend $1, and you get a great. I think this movie's a great, wonderful character study. Can't beat $1. But let's see. Yes, since they're probably trying to get rid of it, the digital code has expired. Okay, but there is the cool Blu-ray. Jude Law gives an award-worthy performance. He wasn't nominated, sadly, but award-worthy performance as the title character. All right, everyone, that is my Blu-ray update. Hope you enjoyed. It was longer than I probably should have expected it to be this long, but I tried to get through all these films. I don't even know how many films I just went over right now. But in the comment box below, let me know what you thought of the movies that I showed for you today. I hope you continue to have a great year, and I'll talk to you soon at my next YouTube video. All right, MovieManCHAD says goodbye, good night, and have a lovely tomorrow.